we have the stock market update for Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Incorporated, stock ticker FFIE. So as we can see here on a very short-term basis, we're getting a little bit of an upward trajectory here in the share price. But I do want to make sure that people are well aware of the fact that these recent moves to the top side are quite small in nature when we compare the price action that has happened recently, and this is very near-term trading activity that we're going to be discussing here. So, currently, before I pull out here, we will be looking at this longer-term trajectory here. But first, I should say that near-term lows are coming in at $2.93. We did see the stock move into oversold territory at that point. And then we did see a bit of a bounce here with share prices rising to $3.10. But of course, those share price movements higher did also result in share prices moving into overbought territory. So as a result, we have started to already turn lower, and the stock is now at risk of moving below its exponential moving average cluster on the shorter term time frames. But what I really want to point to here, is this longer term trajectory here. We're going to need to sort of pull out a bit here because this chart is just a complete mess, and it's not getting any better. And it's the type of price action that we're seeing is so incredibly predictable that it's really frightening to see that there are still people that are holding positions in this stock. Because as you can see here, as we're looking at the prior video, this is a comment that I made in the prior video. I mean, the typical price behavior with this stock is that we see share prices sort of level off, see a period of sideways consolidation here, and then just take the next step lower. It's almost like a stair step type fashion here. I mean, this just continues over and over again with the stock. I mean, it's really a broken record at this point, and it's not clear why. It really isn't clear why people are still holding the stock. And I think that a lot has to do with the constant clickbait that is being posted on this platform. I mean, it's just incessant. It just does not quit. And the price movements that have occurred in the stock are just so extremely predictable. I mean, it really does look like a staircase to the downside. I mean, I don't think that that's really an inventive way of looking at this. I mean, this is exactly what's happening here. I could just continue to draw these lines over and over again. You're just sort of walking down the staircase here, and the rallies, they never even meet the prior resistance level. So I'll just go over it quickly. What you would typically expect in a situation like this. Once share prices break a support level, you do see prices fall through a bit. As we can see here, there's often some significant follow through to the downside because the market is readjusting. Stop losses might be tripped, and then that can often force share prices down substantially lower. But in many cases, what you'll start to see is for share prices to move back higher, recover some of those losses, and then retest that prior support level from the downside. But as we can see in this chart, that doesn't happen with this stock. The movements higher that we do see never ultimately rise high enough to retest those prior support levels. It's over and over again. I mean, I could do examples of this all day long. I mean, it's just constant. It's over and over again. So here again, we see share prices start to develop a bit of a support zone. Here it came in at roughly $4.70, the price level that I'm pointing to here. Let me draw an arrow here. So, this level here, we see this area tested roughly 3 times. So it's sort of a triple bottom, which would mean that it's a fairly good support zone. But then ultimately, prices just are never able to bounce, and we fall through here again significantly, take the next stair step downward, and then the momentum to the downside is so much stronger than anything you ultimately see to the top side. We can sort of draw this here and look at, how much did prices actually rise from these lows? Nobody is buying in at these lows is really what this means. So, I could do this all day. I mean, I don't want to be a broken record here. And I think that I think that we're clearly making the point here that this is a staircase lower, and there doesn't seem to be a basement. The stock just continues to move lower. And I blame a lot of this on YouTube clickbait. I mean, I really do. And it really does come down to this. There are many people that claim to be experts that know absolutely nothing about trading the market. They're not financial experts. What they are is clickbait creators. If you were to ask them to come up with a resume, and say, what do you do for a living? The financial advisor is not going to be on that resume. What that resume should say is, I create clickbait for a living. And even then, like the the clicks that these types of videos generate really isn't that much. I mean, these types of videos are not viral videos. These are not the type of things that are going to get millions and millions of views. Could you see a couple thousand views? Yeah, possibly. But even then, it's like, the money that these people are making from 2 or 3 thousand views is almost nothing. It's really a waste of time. The main reason I do these videos is because I'm doing this work anyway. I figured I might as well just record it and post it, because I'm doing this work anyway. But for these other people that are just giving these outlandish price projections, they're not trading the market. What they're doing is just playing around on social media and trying to get people to click on their thumbnail. So, this is a scary situation here for anybody that's long this stock, and the situation is not getting any better. And it's unfortunate here because there are so many other stocks in the market that are performing well. The stock trade that we posted yesterday, that we posted to buy at the market open on Monday, that yesterday had a 6.13% gain in one day. The S&P 500 as a whole averages 10.26% in annual gains, and that's with data going back to 1957. So it takes the S&P 500 a full year to create 10.26% in share price gains. The stock that we bought yesterday already made 6.13%. That's one trading day. So holding on to a stock like this, there's really just no excuse for it at this point. I don't understand. I mean, people, please, like, if you really believe that there is a bullish thesis for this stock, explain it in the comment. I will listen, and I will listen to what you have to say here, because there is just nothing in this price chart which suggests that this trend is going to turn around here anytime soon. I mean, I can continue going back and forth here all day long, but I think you know what I'm going to say at this point. This is a stair step into nowhere. There is no basement in this house. You're walking right into a sinkhole, and this stock just continues to move lower. So my recommendation at this point for this stock is to wait for any type of bounce that you can see. Don't expect the bounce to recover all of the prior losses, because that's just not the history with this stock. But if you see a bit of a price movement higher, say like right here, for example, close the position. There are many other stocks that you could be trading in. You don't need to waste your time with a stock like this, and stop watching these clickbait videos, because that's a huge part of the problem as well. So I will do another market update on this one tomorrow. But this is my current recommendation. So here's the current market analysis for Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Incorporated, stock ticker FFIE. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.